Nasty sky everywhere. Nasty sky all over the place. Nasty sky everywhere. Look at this. Look at how disgusting our atmosphere looks. It's freaking absolutely freaking disgusting. That we're breathing all the freaking toxic metals. It is absolutely toxic metals too. Oh, the freaking toxic metals. All you have to do is just Google what's in freaking geoengineering, what's in the chemicals that they use in chemical trails. It tells you every source of chemical. And none of that crap is freaking vapor trails. Vapor trails, contrails, they disappear almost immediately. Within maybe a few minutes, these things just sit in the sky all day long. Disgusting sky. And I bet you when I get to my destination where I'm gonna go, it probably has some sort of odors. Because I know Anaheim and Garden Grove, Westminster, and freaking anything in that area I go to, it seems more stronger and potent than it does in most other cities. But that's the stuff they're laying. Open your windows and smell the dust particles coming from it. It's very easy to smell. It's very easy to notice something unusual, as they literally covered our whole sky from probably all the way from San Diego all the way to Los Angeles County. I could just see a trail that goes for freaking miles. All these different little patterns. These are the guys that they love to put next to us as we drive by on the freeway. Those big giant 5G towers. 5G towers. They look like palm trees. .5G in all different directions. The more they spray, the more these towers hidden. Towers are everywhere. But nothing but a straight lines of white man-made sky and freaking off the 22 freeway. And no, this stuff is definitely not like we always were told. Global warming, climate change is a scam. It's a scam to spray, give it excuse, and put into motion a spraying of toxic chemicals. There's no way a chemical can freaking patch a hole in the sky. If there is a hole in the sky, a chemical is not going to make a difference. Because aerosols do exactly like they say they do. They burn holes in the atmosphere. So these guys are the ones burning the hole in the atmosphere with polluting it. It's not our cars. It's not from factories. It's from military aircraft that fly in every different direction as they drop chemicals. This was told by the CIA agent, the main guy that's in charge on TV. You remember when they were considering there's more towers, radiation towers, about putting chemicals into the atmosphere, SAI, solar atmosphere injections into the atmosphere to try to cool the atmosphere. But it does the opposite. It cooks the atmosphere. It literally cooks the atmosphere. And look, as I get more towards Los Angeles, into freaking looking like we're in China, where the people have to wear freaking masks to breathe because they have their air so dirty. We don't have polluted air from cars. Maybe a 1% or 2%, yes, from factories and cars. But the 98-99% is caused by geoengineering. I have been studying this for many years. I've been taking other courses from other activists as well. We have been studying this day in and day out. And we know what's real clouds and what's not. As the weatherman will tell you, oh, partly cloudy. But he think he's gonna tell you on the media, on the channel, on the news, partly chemtrails. That would be not very smart, because the government would freaking make that person disappear, because the government doesn't want people to know there's very toxic chemicals that cause sickness and disease, or freaking organ failure, or brain tumors, or whatever it is. I'm filming this whole course along as I'm driving to my destination. And look at that. See, they put 3 little freaking paths. 3 little, look at how they go out and make this. There's no way God is going to make something that looks like this. This is man-made. A man-made disaster waiting to happen. And all the people that do this, they ought to be locked away in a prison cell, man. Putting all this toxic stuff out to send people in the emergency rooms, sickness, death, or disease, so the freaking government can make profit. And I will have to make this as a recall. You remember before they forced us to have it be a law as having medical insurance? They didn't do this as bad. They did a little bit, but they didn't do it this bad. But now they know, since we have covered insurance, we gotta pay. Before, when we didn't have insurance, more than likely the taxpayer and the government would have to pay the bill, because more than likely some of these people ain't gonna afford $3,000 a pop to go to the emergency room to get a freaking Band-Aid. And look at way back. Let's zoom in over here. Zoom in by towards Anaheim, as they just spray in broad daylight. Of course they don't spray all this stuff at night while we're sleeping. They don't want to waste their $10 billion of stealing the tax money out of our checks so they could poison us. I'm telling you, oh, I know these people from the back of my hand. And then these clowns, they put those camera lights up here to take the picture of your car. See that? So if I go past the light, they're going to take a picture and send me a $600 ticket so they could put that poison in the sky. Look how dirty the air is. Look at this. Look at how they dirtied the air. Look at this one. This is so obvious too. Look at, okay, we get the aluminum foil or the aluminum particles in our brain, right? Or they get in our heart. They're like landmines. You put aluminum foil in a microwave oven, what happens? It arcs, it sparks. Now I got aluminum particles in my brain and in my bloodstream, and they got these big, giant, massive cell towers. Look at that. Big, giant cell towers. You see that? Look at those suckers. Look at them. Look at them. Big, gigantic cell towers as people drive by with the metal through their bloodstream, as it zaps people having heart attacks. And another gentleman, the Fullerton Informer, has just informed me that when they cut the air quality down with chemtrails, as you drive by these towers, what happens is the chemicals in the atmosphere are actually causing our bloodstream to clot. And as we go by the cell towers, as they constrict their blood vessels, it causes stroke and heart attack in a person up to 80 to 86%. Is a study been done. They've actually had this study also done up in the mountains where skiers were at a resort at a high altitude where the oxygen was less and their vessels were constricted, and as they went by the cell towers they put up on the ski lift, but near the ski lift on the mountain, the people were having 4 people have died of heart attacks. So these people are all criminal. They're just cutting life and getting away with murder. They're going to start putting tape of people, figures on the ground, and they're going to put crime tape up everywhere. A crime scene investigation after they get done freaking killing off thousands and millions and billions of people. And I know that they're trying to follow the Georgia Guidestones. They're trying to follow that exact thing of cutting the population and keeping it and maintaining it at 500 million. I think that we have at least 1 billion people in our country. So they're going to cut probably like half of that, like maybe between 400 million to 500 million people by doing all this crap of spraying toxic crap in our atmosphere and putting cell towers up on every corner to cause heart attacks and strokes.